I know something you don't know, but soon you're gonna know exactly what I know. How's it going, everybody? This is Dave LeClaire with MUO Tech Bytes, and I am here to bring you the latest and greatest from the world of technology news from the last 24 hours. So why don't we all just hang out, relax, and watch the new episode of Tech Bytes, because it starts right now. So kicking things off with our first story today, apparently Apple may be working on a Pro version of the iPad mini. Now the iPad Pro, that's always been the big iPad with all the features and all the goodies and all the gadgets and all that stuff, but it has always been reserved for the larger model. So if Apple decides to release a Pro version of the mini, that could not only drop the price a little bit, but it could open it up to people who are not interested in having a hulking tablet that requires a backpack to carry around. So apparently the iPad mini Pro, assuming this is all true, remember this is just a rumor, will sport an 8.7-inch screen, and it will come with many of the features that are on the larger iPad Pro. So currently this new iPad is still in the P2 phase, which is kind of where Apple does its testing. It's not quite ready for final validation yet, but it's close. It's getting there. It's getting to the final design. It's starting to lock it in. And in fact, there's a Japanese blog that is reporting that the new iPad could actually be released within the next month or so. So we may not have to wait that long to even see one of these bad boys. Now, outside of all the Pro features like faster hardware, Apple Pen support, and all the other stuff that you get with an iPad Pro, it's also reported that this will have a much smaller bezel, which means there will be more screen, even though the tablet itself will not gain a lot of size because the area around the screen will be smaller. So if you don't have an iPad Pro, but you're an iPad fan, what's stopping you from getting it? Is it the prohibitively high price? Is it the size? Would an iPad Pro mini be something that actually interests you? Hit the comments section, let us know. So we live in a time where you can't really go to a lot of places, but Microsoft is going to help you go to places virtually with its new Microsoft Mesh platform that will teleport you to pretty much anywhere you want to go. Well, it will eventually. So Microsoft calls their technology holoportation instead of teleportation, and basically it allows developers to create different experiences within mixed reality that will make you feel like you are living within them, even though you're actually in your house in some sort of headset. Now what makes it cool is that with Mesh, you can actually bring yourself into the world here. So you're talking about an actual representation of you. So you could be up on stage presenting, you could be showing people on a virtual tour, doing all that stuff, and it'll be you, not an avatar. Like, it'll be actually a representation of you within this world. So this was all announced at Microsoft Ignite, and actually Niantic was there, the developers of Pokemon Go, and they showed off a pretty cool proof of concept that you definitely gotta see. So Mesh will arrive with all kinds of cool stuff to start with, and also with a developer's kit, and it will work with HoloLens and other virtual reality platforms. So people can create basically anything you can imagine. If you can dream it up, someone can probably create it with Mesh, and you can probably explore it within your HoloLens or your Oculus or your Vive or whatever you happen to have that interacts with virtual reality. So how long until we have a meeting within Mesh? How long until we can go to James Cameron's submarine, or we can go to Pokemon Go world and have a meeting with our colleagues without ever having to leave our house? It sounds pretty cool, and it seems like this new Mesh technology from Microsoft might be the first step in that direction. Don't call it a comeback, but vinyl actually outsold CDs for the first time in 34 years. That's right, people are buying more vinyl records than they are CDs, which kind of makes sense because really at this point, who's looking for a CD? They don't bring that old school look and feel, that sound that you get from a vinyl. It's basically just a file imported onto a disc and then played with lasers. There's not a lot special about it. Vinyls, on the other hand, they're collectible, they sound really good, they offer that nice tactile feel. So it kind of makes sense that they're moving up ahead of CDs because CDs are going down and vinyls are kind of on an incline. In fact, vinyl increased by 29% in terms of sales volume, while CDs dropped by 23%. So you could see how the graphs will intersect, and one's going up, one's going down. Do you prefer to listen to your music on vinyl? Do you prefer CDs still, or are you all digital? I'm not gonna lie, I use Spotify, and that pretty much covers all my music needs. I will occasionally go to YouTube as well to watch a music video, but outside of that, I guess I'm just not enough of an audiophile to care about vinyl, and I also don't have a lot of space in my apartment to keep vinyls. But if you do, let us know in the comments what's a recent vinyl that you bought, and what's your favorite one. WhatsApp is adding a new feature to go along with its disappearing messages that will let you send disappearing images. So you can send somebody a photo, set an expiration, and then when that expiration hits, they will no longer be able to see the photo. It's perfect for sending pictures of your dogs and your cats and other stuff. Now, according to a report, the new feature will prevent photos from being exported outside of WhatsApp, although the company apparently has not implemented screenshot detection yet, which kind of defeats the whole purpose. If I send you a photo of my dog that I only want you to see for 24 hours, and then you decide to take a screenshot of it and I have no idea, as far as I'm concerned, that photo doesn't exist anymore, but you still have a copy of it that I'm not aware of. So when you decide to send one of these photos, the recipient will be informed that it is an expiring photo, and they will then know, hey, I can only look at this photo for a certain amount of time, and then it will go away. It's nice to not have to have a surprise, because you might see a photo and be like, oh, I'll check that out later, and then you realize it's gone. Now, the feature has not started rolling out yet. In fact, WhatsApp hasn't even officially announced it, though there has been a leak showing screenshots that it is in fact coming, so it is all but confirmed. We just have to wait until WhatsApp says, hey, here's the feature, here's when it's coming. But it's definitely a nice improvement for WhatsApp, and it's always nice to see that they're not giving up in spite of the recent troubles that they've gone through in terms of user data and all that other good stuff. So if you still use WhatsApp, this might be a feature that you want to take advantage of. Make sure to keep your eyes on it. Make sure to keep updating your iOS and Android app, and hopefully the feature will be here before we know it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of MUO Tech Bytes in the books, finished, locked and loaded and ready for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful, and I hope you found it informative. Make sure to click the links in the description and check out the full articles for everything that we covered today, because there's only so much I can go to in this video, but the articles will give you every last detail of the story. And make sure to like and all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next episode.